Every night a woman was married. Every morning she was meant to die. This was the terrible reality of a kingdom ruled by a broken king. But one woman survived. Not with weapons, not with force, but with stories. This is the story of the genius of Scheherazade. It all began with King Shahryar. Once a just ruler, he was shattered by a devastating betrayal from his wife. His heart hardened into a stone, and his trust in humanity died along with his love. To shield himself from ever feeling that pain again, he made a brutal vow. He would marry a new woman every single night, and by dawn she would be executed. The kingdom was plunged into a nightmare. Fear became the air that everyone breathed. Every family with a daughter lived in constant terror, as one by one the young women of the land were led to the palace, never to return. The streets grew empty, and a shadow of grief fell over every home. But in this land of despair there lived a woman named Scheherazade. She was no ordinary person. As the daughter of the king's own vizier, she was highly educated, exceptionally intelligent, and possessed a spirit that knew no fear. She had spent her life devouring books, studying philosophy, and mastering the art of storytelling. She knew that stories weren't just for entertainment. They were powerful tools that could teach, heal, and transform the human heart. While others hid, Scheherazade saw a path to end the bloodshed. To the shock of her father and the entire kingdom, she volunteered to become the king's next bride. On her wedding night, as the cold silence of the palace pressed in, Scheherazade did not beg for her life. Instead, she began to tell the king a story. It was a tale of adventure, of genies and merchants, of faraway lands and incredible magic. The king, who had expected tears and pleas, found himself captivated. Her voice wove a spell, painting vivid pictures in his mind. But just as the story reached its most thrilling moment, just as the first light of dawn touched the horizon, Scheherazade fell silent. She looked at the king and said, "The most amazing part is yet to come, but the sun is rising. If only I could live to finish it for you tomorrow night." The king, desperate to know what happened next, was caught. For the first time, he broke his own rule. He spared her just for one more night. This became their ritual. Night after night, Scheherazade would spin a new tale, or continue the one from before, always leaving the king hanging at a critical moment as dawn approached. She told him stories of Sinbad the sailor and his incredible voyages, of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves, of Aladdin and his magic lamp. Each story was a cliffhanger, a carefully constructed puzzle designed to ignite his curiosity and keep him wanting more. The executions stopped. Night after night, the sword of the executioner remained in its sheath. The kingdom held its breath, and slowly a fragile hope began to return. Scheherazade wasn't just telling stories. She was weaving a web of suspense that became her shield. What Scheherazade did was nothing short of genius. She understood human nature on a profound level. She knew that a direct confrontation with the king would be fatal, so she didn't fight his power. She redirected it. She used the power of suspense to control time itself, buying herself another day, and then another. She used the power of empathy, forcing the king to see the world through the eyes of heroes, villains, lovers, and fools. Through her stories, she was reintroducing him to the very emotions he had tried to kill: compassion, wonder, and even love. She wasn't just trying to save herself. She was trying to save him from the prison of his own bitterness. Night after night, the king's cold expression began to soften. The harsh shadows in the palace were replaced by the warm glow of candlelight as he listened, engrossed. He began to see not a victim before him, but a brilliant, captivating mind. Scheherazade didn't fight the king, she changed him. After 1001 nights of stories, the sun rose on a different man. King Shahryar, his heart healed by 1,000 tales, finally and completely abandoned his terrible vow. He saw Scheherazade not as a temporary wife to be discarded, but as his queen, his intellectual equal, and his savior. Scheherazade lived, and because she lived, so did the women of the kingdom. Her courage and intelligence had not only saved her own life, but had brought an end to the king's curse forever. Her legacy reminds us that stories do more than just entertain. Sometimes they have the power to save lives. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tales from history and legend.